We are lagging bad. Okay. What's using up so much? Chrome. Hmm. Just hoping for a better game. Better game. Just a little better game. Fuck. Am I online? Stupid ass thing hasn't loaded itself. There it is. Are you winning some? Oh shit. Listening to ambient music in the style of Avex Twin. That's where I got recommended this style of music from. I find it's good. It's trance-like and it doesn't have like lyrics. Tell me this doesn't come out of that bin just over there, right? Tell me this doesn't come out of that bin. It doesn't go out anywhere. This has gotta be a bot, bro, right? No way that was a person. We're running kinda clean. What? Fire red. This is better. This is cool and chill as well. One of the songs I added wasn't that chill, but it was kind of cool, so... Playlist isn't completely chill. This one's got lyrics though, so I don't like it that much. This song. My father made a really nice cheese omelette. It's like Swiss cheese. It's got that really nice soury taste. Sour cheesy taste. No, that was the right thing to do. Wish my Instagram hadn't been banned. I was really building a profile on that, and I was using it and I was interacting with stuff. But these fucking loser bully people who were like saying all these terrible things. I said like a couple not that bad things to them as like comebacks. And then I get banned because they probably reported me. It was either that or, alternatively, because it was on the same day, it was because of my Greenland posting on Threads. So, one or the other. It was one or the other, or both. I missed the Simpsons season. I hardly played that. Bring back the Simpsons season. That was cool. This season sucks. It's just laser gun meta. The laser gun is such a meta. It's a fucking joke. Oh, shit. Maybe I'll get into Marvel Rivals. It seems kind of boring though. These stupid floating things. There's absolutely no reason why they needed to add that, bro. Absolutely no reason. No reason why. It's too bad Genshin Impact doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't. It could be a RAM issue or something, but it's just non-functional these days. How much does a slurp do? Is it 50? Kinda not worth it. Do we go after this guy, take the risk? I'm glad the game's actually running right now. A lot of the time it doesn't. Looking to get more RAM. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to be the more expensive, lower quality RAM because I think you can only run up to 4800 MHz, whatever that stands for. That guy was an idiot. That's gotta have been a bot, bro. shit. Bro, fuck that thing. Look at how far away I am. Look at how far away. He's using a gun. Slide. Oh no. And this idiot's gonna chase me and I'm gonna die. Watch those. One shot and I'm dead. Why is my character just stopping when he runs out of stamina? He's supposed to keep running, just not in a sprint. Why does he stop? Why does your character stand still and stop running when you don't take your finger off the W? He's just supposed to lose his, he's supposed to not sprint. Fuck this guy. Why is he chasing me? Die, you idiot. Should have had your laser gun out. I like this game back when it had a proper story, back when Tim Sweeney or whoever was doing it. When it had like a proper fucking story instead of those stupid ass rifts and shit. Damn, that was a good run. Damn, I think, what? He's got a follower bot. Everyone uses these things. People who use them get right to the end. Bro, I'm not getting to rank 100 by the end of this season. There's no chance. I don't like this one. Is this not going to come up as a viewer? It will in a couple of minutes. Sadly, I've run out of Sprite Zero. I drank the whole 2.25 liter Sprite Zero already. Got none left. Unfortunately. Now it says 2 viewers. Is one of the viewers, what is that? Is one of the viewers the moderation thing? Possibly. What? Okay. Encoding overloaded. Oh no. Why did he stop? Bring back the Wrecker shotgun. That thing was so cool. I gotta brush my teeth when I go to bed because, well, you're supposed to do that anyway, but the Sprite Zero makes my mouth really acidic. You can taste it. It tastes sweet. Probably not good for you. Anyway, I'll probably end up having, like, fucking colon cancer or whatever when I go on for my colonoscopy. Something like that. So I'm really sick of this life, I can't lie. It's like... People will literally say, like, oh, at least you got endurance. That's nothing. Endurance is, as ChatGPT's said about it, it relates to slave moralities. Endurance, saying, oh, well, endurance is virtuous and you're enduring it. Yeah, you've got no other choice, so have you? It's not an active thing that you do is like, I'm going to conquer this. You don't choose to have ME/CFS and make your life about conquering it. It's thrust upon you by life. And, I know this song. It's thrust upon you. And to just say, oh, you've got endurance, so you're like a good person and stuff is like fucking stupid. Why was this not reloaded? This guy's got unlimited health. This is a bot fest, bro. These are all bots. Mods ban this dude. Mods ban the dude that said... I wish I had good friends, bro. Seems like everyone in this country is antagonistic towards me. It's just fucking sucks. I had a couple good friends when I was in school, but I've lost them by this point. One of them turned out to be a shitty person. One of them, maybe. I think we disagree on a lot, which is kind of fundamental. And the other one, I've tried to friend, and he just doesn't want anything to do with me these days, which fucking sucks. Because I thought him and I were good friends, and then I tried friending him multiple times on Facebook and he won't add me. He's got a profile picture and everything, like he's using his account, he just doesn't want to add me. It's like, I have no idea why. I thought I was really nice to him in school, and most people weren't, and like, I thought him and I were good friends. We had a group with like 3 people in it. He was one of them, I was one of them. It was 4 people. Me and 3 others. Those were some of my close friends in high school. I liked those guys. You know, I thought we were similar. One of them turned out to be a shitty person, but... Aside from that, I find that really unfortunate. I don't know why it won't add me. Girl that I liked won't reply to my message. Left me on unread. Girl from high school. Yeah, because I left at 6 years because I was sick. Left at 6 years and fucked it up. Sent some weird shit because I was like stressed. Not really well. It's not the right style, I guess. And then I deleted it and then sent something else and got left on red. People would probably call it weird. I can't lie. It's just being stupid. I was being stupid and that was just what I ended up doing and sending. So I was being stupid. Oh well. And I think I saw, maybe that one viewer wasn't a bot or something. That's weird. I saw, someone else from school in the car park of the supermarket today, I think. He was putting his cart away. I didn't say anything. I just kept walking because I found it weird. Because for me, it's like they're going to inevitably ask, oh, so what are you doing? What do I say? Oh, nothing. It's awful. It's like the dreaded fucking line of questioning when you got chronic illness. People ask you, like, what are you doing with your life? I have to say, I'm not doing anything. Usually I just do euphemisms or something and say, oh, I'm just at home, I'm unemployed. Because I don't want to tell them the reality, which is way worse than that. I've got chronic illness and I'm doing nothing, and it's been 7 years and I've done nothing. And a whole bunch of bullshit has happened to me. That's how it is, right? That's what's happening. I've only got one Facebook friend at this point, and that's one of the guys from that 3 other people friend group that I was a part of. I had 2 other close friends back then. The girl who I liked wants nothing to do with me now. She's off living a great life, which I wish I had. She's living like my dream. So that's something. She's got everything I wish I had. Crazy how it works out like that. Man, I was really into her, bro. And even for years later, including to like, even to today, basically, think about her all the time. Used to think about her every day. Was like, you know, even when I was really unwell, still be thinking about her. fucked it up. I remember, like, remembering that I'd fucked it up after I did. And, yeah, that was not a good feeling. And then the guy was like, I don't know, we didn't end the relationship well. It was like the day he was leaving and he kind of pissed me off a bit. I think it was more to do with the fact that I knew he was going to leave and that I was never going to see him again. And I was like feeling really shit about that. And he kind of pissed me off. And so we didn't even say goodbye or anything. He just left and that was the last day of school and I never saw him again. He was kind of a fascist though, so I kind of feel bad about him. Like, he said, like, poor people could just die. That's what he said one time. Which I did not like. So, we were close friends though. I mean, it's not like, we were close friends as in, like, he was reliable and we were friendly with each other. And we used to chat all the time. We used to talk all the time in economics class and on breaks. I was pretty awkward back then, I can't lie, but, you know, I tried. I had a lot of issues with social anxiety, stuff like that. Sometimes I still do. I probably do, I just don't really care that much sometimes today. Like with streaming, I just don't really give a shit. I used to care a lot about, like, my appearance. I still think I'm pretty weak, and in public I'm a really, like, conflict avoidant person, but, is this a stick of truth? Is that what the storm's gonna be? Who the fuck knows, bro? Bro, I would, and it's like, you wouldn't believe it. That group of people, 3 people, holy shit, man. We were close, right? We were like good friends with each other. We didn't talk about much outside of class, but in class, when we talked, I felt a real sense of belonging and a real connection with these people. Seriously, I did. Um, and it felt so good, bro. Felt like, oh, I finally got friends and they're like me. You know? It's what I always wanted with that group of people, that class friendship group. Finally got friends and they're like me. I always had friends, but like I just liked them a lot more because I felt we were more similar, you know? And yeah, you wouldn't believe it. The guy had a girlfriend, which no one else did because we weren't allowed any. We weren't allowed girlfriends, so only the people who broke the rules had girlfriends. I could have had a girlfriend multiple times. I could have asked the girl I liked out. I could have done that. Oh, wouldn't that have been so cool if I'd done that? I could have tried. I could have had something instead of nothing forever, right? He's married now and he has a kid. This guy I went to school with. So one of them is like, you know, super like, what do you say? Like really good job, great degrees, government employee. The other one's married with kids. It's probably multiple kids at this point. Oh man, a second. With that trash-ass loot I had. I should have tried harder. I thought there were more people left. What was I doing? How did I get to second, bro? What the fuck? Yeah, so they're off living their lives. I imagine it's really good for them. Life works for these people. And I don't feel like I'm not I'm happy for them. I think that's great. I'm glad that they have good lives. I just wish mine hadn't been so fucking terrible. Like not just in comparison, but why did one of us have to get fucked up so badly? It's like people don't even want to talk about it. It's that bad, right? I was so promising, bro. I had so many opportunities ahead of me. Seriously. People are thinking I'm just like a piece of shit or I'm just a loser or something, and it's not the case. Right? That's not it. I miss having friends. I miss good friends. Used to be so cool. Used to have everything. Had it all, and I thought it's only gonna get better from here. I'm finally figuring out life. You know, that's what I thought. I'm finally figuring it out. I was even getting like confidence and shit near the end of the year, or at the end of the year when I started fitness and biking and stuff. I thought, damn, you know, when I come back, I want to look so good. I feel so good. It's all gonna be great. And then I got sick, and then I come back, and of course, the guy's not there because he's gone back to his home country. He was only there for a year, really. It's like everything fell into place for that year so perfectly. I really thought that there's gotta be like some bigger picture. You know, I honestly, at the time, I honestly thought there's like some metaphysical, you know, beyond the obvious. You know, like there's like some religious force or something acting in the world, and it makes it good. And everything just slots into place, and it goes perfectly. Not perfectly, but it's really good. Like everything, all this stuff is set up really well for you to make an opportunity out of it and to, you know, feel good, have a good life, have fulfillment, that sort of thing. And that's how I felt at that time, because there was nothing to deny it. You couldn't deny it. You couldn't say, well, there's no evidence for that. I thought my life at the time was evidence that, you know, there was something, you know, bigger than just random chance. I thought it's more than chance because of how good it was. I thought this can't be chance because it's perfect, almost perfect, or it's so good. It just can't be by accident, right? That's what I thought to myself. Um, Everything just fit into place so nicely and cleanly, you know? It sounds stupid and weird, but like, I've always liked East Asian culture, and I always wanted, like, obviously friends from East Asian culture, and that year I made two friends from East Asian culture, which is like, you know, because I've always liked foreigners, really. Um, you know, personally speaking, I always have because I don't like New Zealand culture that much. And I like different things, and I've always liked East Asian culture. And that year I made two East Asian friends, and I liked them because I liked them as people. It wasn't just like some fetish or something, right? I liked them because I liked the culture, I liked the way they are. As people, I liked them as well. It's culture's just the little thing that sort of forms a, a, a way in which you can operate effectively, and then you get to know them as people, and they turn out to be really nice. Aside from the guy being kind of a fascist, right? And the girl, I liked her a lot, and I thought that she might have liked me back as well, so I had that as well, which is like, it had been like over a year since I'd been into someone because the last sort of relationship I tried getting into failed so badly, and that hurt a lot. Um, and it was like finally things are on the way up because this was 2018 and 2017. I can't lie, it was a pretty bad year for me. I was feeling really bleak. It was a new school with a lot of the same people but new people, but you know, you have to change your routine and everything. 2017 I thought was a pretty shit year, you know, and I was still playing video games in this addicted kind of way that I used to play, where I would use them to compensate for doing anything in real life. 2018 I quit video games and I quit actually sort of using the internet a lot. Didn't really use like my phone and stuff. I was just, you know, doing Kindle and reading a lot of books. I used to do. Can't read now, but. And 2016 was a really shit year because that's the year I got really fucked over by this girl who'd actually been doing it for like half the year before as well. I can't believe that that went on for like over a year, almost a year and a half. It's insane. Seriously. Me being led on and fucked around and then just discarded like waste. And this girl just playing with you, you know, she knows you like her, but she just drags you along. And she was actually into someone else and actually apparently dating someone else at the time. She came to me, and I was lonely, and you know, you're lonely and you're desperate. She gave me so much attention, bro. So, you know, and they lead you on. This is what they do. It wasn't, I don't really remember the specifics, but I know that that's what she was doing. Because they like the attention as well, but they never want to take it further. Just manipulating you. It's what they like. These awful girls. That's what terrible girls are like. So I don't trust white women anymore because too many white girls, too many bad experiences, too many friend zones. After they make it very obvious that they're into you, then they friend zone you when you get close to them. I'm not doing that anymore. Too many white girls have done that to me. Too many white girls have led me on. Manipulation. The last girl that I was kind of into, which was I don't know, I wasn't really into her, I was kind of just playing around, but, yeah, because she said she didn't want a relationship with anyone. That was a white girl. Yeah, I'm not a fan, I'm not a fan. There's something in the culture, there's something in the culture. White people are said to be more dark triad. I don't have a problem with me being dark triad because I think I'm generally a nice person, but when it's a person I'm interested in dating, that's not gonna work out. It's already happened. This girl that fucked me over and led me on was very obviously, now that I look back on it, was very obviously like some form of a narcissistic personality disorder type person. She was like super narcissistic and just wanted attention all the time. I've seen too many narcissistic white girls and too many white girls who are just gonna friend zone you and they're not worth the effort. And they make it clear that they like you and then they friend zone you. Why do they do that? Because they change their mind. Fuck off with that shit. You get the Asian girl version where they just stop talking to you. That's better than leading people on though. I can't lie. If I have to choose between them stopping talking to me and them leading me on, it's stopping talking is way better than leading you on. And I get it. That's why the girl I liked didn't reply to my message, didn't even read it, is because she didn't want to like even give the chance. Because that's what they do, you know. They don't want to even give you a chance to lead you on or anything, and that's actually a respectable thing to do, even though I hate it and I wish it were different. Because I used to think about it every day. Basically every day. For years when I was sick, it was something that I thought about to take my mind off of how bad things were. When it was really bleak. Used to think about, you know, and but then reality strikes and you realize it's been 6 years and you haven't contacted her, and you contact her and then she doesn't reply. It's not like a movie, guys. It's really, fantasy's not real. So you think in the movies, guy's gonna finally get to a point where he thinks, oh, maybe I'll contact her. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. Really doesn't. And I'm probably never gonna meet another girl again. It might have been a nurse at the fucking mental hospital who was like, could have been interested, but I forgot her name, so it's not like I can contact her or anything. Just a guess. You can never really tell unless you actually ask the person and they say yes, but she knew me when I was thin though. Sometimes I get smiles. I don't think I'm like super unattractive. Like, I'm trying to lose weight. My weight's gone back up. It's somehow I lost like a kg and a half, and then gained 3 kg. I gained like 3.5. How have I lost? I lost a kg and a half, and then like 2 days later I gained 3.5. What the fuck? I mean, I lost a kg and a half in one day, and then gained 3.5 over a couple days later. This is a really good shell. Could have been so perfect. Like, bro, like, I haven't met the girl's mother, and like, I thought, you know, I don't know what the relationship was. Maybe she didn't like her or something. That's just a guess. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. I'm just saying. Like, I thought that. What do you say? Like, I thought the interaction was really good. I interacted with her once. She seemed really smart, and it was a really quality interaction that I really valued. I don't know if she liked her or not, so, but you know, if things had worked out and we got in together, there wouldn't have been any issues there because she complimented me quite a bit, and I thought that she was really smart and spoke well and well educated and seemed nice, maybe a bit like, I don't know, possessive or something, but seemed nice either way. But I don't know, it could have been a situation with my mother where she's like narcissistic and shit and she's awful at home, but everyone seems to think she's really nice. I don't know. I don't know. Who can say? Doesn't matter though, because the girl who has all the choice, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Neither does anyone else. This is my life, bro. Like, no one wants anything to do with me. The only people that do tend to be bad people with bad intentions. It's not even a joke or an exaggeration, that's just true. Like, the only people that are interested in me are bad people who have bad intentions. All the good people have left my life. Literally. All the good friends I used to have, all the good teachers I used to know. It all disappears when you get sick. It all falls through. I know she doesn't want anything to do with me. That's why she didn't read my message. If she wanted to reply, she would have said something. I'm sure she's living a good life without me in it. I was talking to some people on GTA about it, and like, they said, oh, she probably doesn't even think about you, bro. That's pretty true. That's like, that shit hit hard. That's like, you know, if someone's just saying it how it is. Yeah, I fucking cried after I read that because I was like, damn, that's actually like facts. Shit hit hard. Yeah, she probably doesn't think about me at all after I thought about her every day for like 6 years. Crazy how that is. You can say like, oh, it's unhealthy and blah blah blah. It's how I managed being sick, bro. I tried to think about the things that made me happier. You know? The people who gave my life happiness and meaning. Like, those people. Instead of the people who've ruined it and made it so terrible, like the people I'm surrounded by these days. People who either stand there or fucking laugh or just actively make it worse, be abusive, ruin things for me. It's like the only escape I had. You know, I'll never have a chance like that again. It's true. No one will ever like me like that ever again because I will never recover from this sickness and the damage is done either way. No one will ever like me like that. That's the last time. It's over. People will say, "Oh, you could go to the Philippines, you could go to Indonesia and get a wife, and she's gonna like you for your money and your passport and nothing else." It's not the same. No one's ever gonna like me for the person I am ever again. The best I can do is opportunism. I don't want to do that. Probably can't even manage that because I don't make an income. Yeah, and the second point is I actually liked her back. I don't like a lot of people like that these days anymore. I don't like a lot of people, okay? There are a lot of bad people around. Honestly, there are a lot of really awful people everywhere. Everywhere. And I found some of the rare, not awful people, and now they want nothing to do with me. And I don't even know why. They just don't. This guy that I add and he doesn't add me back. I don't know why. I don't know why he doesn't add me back. Are you fucking kidding me? I was pressing A for boost instead of shift. Fucking GTA logic. Yeah, the biggest loss in my life is losing this girl, bro. I feel like if she'd stayed around, I hadn't have lost her. I'd be a burden and shit, but I feel like my life wouldn't be so bad, you know? That's just selfish though. Nobody cares about me. The reality is, if I died, basically no one's gonna notice because it's as if I've been dead the entire time. Anyway, no one's gonna notice if I die. No one's gonna notice. My family will, and I don't fucking like them. I don't like them at all. They're bad people. Doesn't matter to me. The people I actually care about aren't even gonna know. Because they haven't heard from me in years. And, well, no, actually, some of them, the ones I've been able to contact, I've contacted one, been unable to contact another one, and the other two, gave me the feeling of being pieces of shit ideologically last time I met them. So, that's how it is. Gotta be the biggest regret. I can't say I regret getting MECFS because I didn't cause it, but in terms of the thing I regret most, it's losing this girl, bro. Of course it is. How could it be anything else? It's like having a girlfriend, female partner, opens up so many opportunities in your life, and it would just be better. Now that's not gonna happen because why would it? Why is it gonna happen? No one understands. They don't get it. If you didn't know me before I got sick, it's like, um, I just look like a trash fucking loser. It's just, that's how it is. I look like a loser. I look like a loser with a shitty life, because I am a loser with a shitty life. The point is, I wasn't always, but the people who haven't known me since before I got sick don't know that. They don't know I haven't always been a loser with shitty life. Now, like, I'm never gonna meet someone again. Anyone new, and it's never gonna happen. Literally the only people I can say that I've been close friends with are people who've known me from before I got sick. And that's the only reason why they're at all close to me, is because they knew me before I got sick, and so they get it, that I haven't always been like this. But I meet someone new, they're just gonna see me as a sick person, which is what I am now. Sick person who can't do anything. That's all they're gonna say. I got no shared memories with them. There's no, like, thinking back to times before. I can't even get with people I knew in the past because, like, how uncomfortable that is as well, though, to, like, think about everything that's been lost, which is, like, a massive amount of stuff. People can't imagine how fucking bad my shitty fucking life is these days. It's so bad. Honestly. It's so fucking bad. I hate all of it. It's all terrible. There's nothing redeeming about this life at all whatsoever. Nothing redeeming about it. It never ends. It just goes on forever like this. And all the advice I get is bullshit. Even ChatGPT, with its knowledge on ME/CFS, gives bullshit advice. The people who have it give bullshit advice. It's all bullshit. There is no good advice because it never gets better. You can't recommend do this, do that, because it never improves. Is it pacing? What is pacing the equivalent of? Right? I don't even know. Pacing is like, don't live a life, because if you try to, it will make it worse. Oh, I'll just not do anything then. Oh, thank you. I'll just lie in bed all day. I don't understand why people who have to do that don't just kill themselves, because what kind of life is lying in bed all day with the lights off and the fucking blindfold on? I don't understand why people in that situation don't just kill themselves. I'm not telling them to, but I mean honestly, what kind of life is that? It's nothing. It's nothing. What do they live for? The hope that one day it'll get better? It won't. It won't. We know this. We know it doesn't get better. We know ME/CFS doesn't get better and frequently gets worse. And might maybe get a bit less worse back to when it was already bad, but not as severe. Like, you can go from extremely bad to quite bad. You know, that's kind of how it goes. It goes from absolutely unbearable to very, very unbearable, you know? Which is like hardly a difference. These people have to be delusional or something. I don't understand it. People delude themselves or something. I can't do that. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'd rather be honest about how shit this is. Yeah, the reality is I will never meet someone who knows me as the person I was. Again, it won't happen. Because I will never not have ME/CFS. I will probably die before a cure is developed. It's been 40 years since the outbreaks in the 1980s. They are not close at all. At all. They are not at all close to even a diagnostic test. Even diagnosing it. They can't even say that people have it or not. How extremely bad is that? That they can't even tell you if you've got it or not. They just ask you a bunch of questions. Jesus Christ. And then there's nothing to treat it. Nothing makes it better except a couple of things. And they say, oh, it might work, might not. It does a tiny little bit. And your doctor probably won't even give it to you because it's off-label. People can't understand. This is not, it's not a life. It's not a life. It never gets better. That's the only thing you can rely on, is it doesn't get better. It won't get better. It never gets better. It's always bad. No matter what you do, it will always be terrible, and you can always make it worse. It's the only things you can rely on is it will get worse, or it never gets better, and it frequently gets worse. If you're just trying to live a life. If you try to live a life, you will make it worse. That's something you can guarantee. If you actually try to live a fucking life, it will get worse. It always does. Absolutely nothing is done about it. There's no research funding. It's basically zero with regard to how many people have it and how severe it is. The funding is basically non-existent. It's insane. It's actually insane. I don't even think about them developing a cure because I know it's not going to happen. And it pisses me off when these support forums or these forums for ME/CFS are full of like, oh, there's breakthrough research. Oh, look, how about this testing? Oh, look, a new medicine. Fuck off. None of it is happening. None of it is going to do anything. It never does, and it never will. That's the reality. It won't. Tell yourself that because it's true. It's true, and you won't be disappointed. It's the reality. It will not lead to anything. It never has, and it never will. Seriously. Fuck. The average person cannot comprehend, and I dream that you could make them. I wish you could simulate this for people. Because then maybe they would think about doing something about it. I wish that you could simulate this shit. Seriously. I wish you could make people feel how this feels. Because then maybe they might do something about it if they actually felt it. But no, they don't. They don't do anything about it because they don't have to feel it. And words don't convey how it feels either. They don't. You can say profound fatigue. The average person doesn't understand what profound fatigue feels like. One person's profound is not another person's profound because people haven't actually felt it before. Seriously. I wish you could cause ME/CFS in a whole bunch of people who are in high positions to force them to do something about it. Seriously, because nothing is being done. They're not doing anything. It's insane. Should be a fucking outrage, and yet nobody cares. People don't even know it exists. It's not accurate to say nothing. Well, it's basically nothing. It's basically nothing. Oh, look, they created a blood test that can diagnose it. 96% accuracy. Bullshit. Bullshit. No, they haven't. I guarantee it can't. They'll come up with something and say, oh, whoops, actually, that didn't work. Oh, whoops. They probably tested like 3 people. Still in its very early days, so don't fucking talk about it then. Why are we even talking about it? It is hopeless. Recovery is not possible. That is impossible. How are you supposed to not be depressed when the thing causing you to be depressed is a dog shit life caused by chronic illness? Which is impossible to change. You can't change it without massive funding. Like, without some massive change in your life, which you can't cause by yourself, or they come up with a treatment. Like, it's just not going to get better. It's not. That's not modifiable, bro. Yeah, except it's not treatable for me because I can't take the fucking medications because they interact with the fucking stuff they have me on that makes me feel like shit in the first place. How fucking bullshit is that? I literally can't take antidepressants because they've got me on an antipsychotic that makes me feel like fucking shit, so I can't take them. It's insanity. Stop fucking lagging. Stop fucking lagging. What's wrong with this shit? Fucking work. This is so dog shit. I fucking hate my life. I wish it would end. It's so bad. It's so bad. I wish it would end. It never ends. That's the worst part. You're forced to live like this. You're forced to live like this because apparently killing yourself is unacceptable. So you're forced to live like this. Forced to live this non-life. This dehumanized. It's not even dehumanized. It's not an existence. It's nothing. You're forced to live this painful struggle for no reason at all. You should just kill yourself, honestly. What's the point? What is actually the point? Fucking bullshit saying other people don't have it good either. Yes, they do. God, I hate being alive. And for what? For nothing. For nothing. I'm on the drugs because society wants me to be. For nothing. I suffer for no reason. No reason. I would rather be dead, honestly. I'm tired of being alive. It's painful to be alive. It's always painful. It never goes away. I hate being alive. God, I hate this hell. I have literally nothing to live for. It never gets better. It never gets better. That's the only thing you can rely on. It never gets better and it often gets worse. You might as well just kill yourself. What's the point? What is the fucking point? Kill yourself or harm other people. That's all there is. God, I wish I was dead already. I wish I hadn't lived this long. I wish I died when I got sick, instead of having to go through this pointless existence. It's just painful and it never ends. I've been doing this for years and it never gets better. It never gets easier, it never gets better, it's always painful. It's always painful struggling with no end. It never gets better and it never gets easier. It's always bad, it's always painful. You don't get used to it. That's what I said. That's what I used to say. You don't get used to it. It doesn't get easier. It never gets easier. You can't get used to painful suffering all the time. You just don't. I can ignore a headache. I can't ignore fatigue. Fatigue is a much more fundamental level thing than a headache is. Seriously. You can take drugs for pain. It's not comparable. People who compare chronic fatigue syndrome to pain, it's just wrong. It's not as bad. Pain is not as bad. It is not as life-denying as this is. This denies your life entirely. This is nothing. I feel pain and nothing else. The pain of fatigue, that's all I can feel. It's all I feel all the time is the pain of fatigue. Makes me want to fucking kill myself. Why don't I? Because I don't feel like doing it. But I've got massive reasons to. I'm sick of living like this. It's not a life. I want it to end. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried to make it better. I've tried and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Every time you try to make it better, it gets worse. You make it worse. You can't survive this. You can't have a life. You can't have a life. That's what it says, because that's true. As soon as you get this, your life is over, and you're condemned to just surviving, barely, from then on. It's a terrible existence. Why would you do this? Why would you want to live like that? It's a painful, terrible existence that no one should have to live with. I wish I was fucking dead. I hate being alive. And it's like, oh, would you tell the psychiatrist? The psychiatrist is the one who's put me on this medication that makes life not worth living on it. Seriously. The psychiatrist has put me on it. And they're not going to stop. They're not going to let me go off of a medication like that. They're going to keep me on it forever. 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 Till the end of time. As long as they possibly can, which is forever under New Zealand law. They keep people on this shit forever. For decades and counting. My life is a painful, terrible existence that needs to end. It's not going to get better. I've given up on that. It won't. It never does, and it never will. There is nothing to live for. It is a painful, painful, painful existence. And it will never get better. It never will get better. It doesn't. God, I'm sick of being alive. This is pain of the weight of fatigue. It never ends. It's a constant weight. It's like your life, you know, it takes the life out of you. You have no life. If life is energy, I don't have life. This is like basically walking death, and death is just one step closer to, this is just, it would just be finishing the job, basically. Really, it would just be finishing the job. Because this is not a life. It's not a life at all, and it never will be. It will never be a life. It's impossible. Recovery from ME/CFS is impossible for the vast majority of people that have it. God, I don't want to be alive. To feel the, you know, the end of this, I wish I could feel that. I wish I could feel the end of all this fucking suffering and the weight that I feel constantly. I wish that would just end. I wouldn't have to feel it anymore. That's the least of it. At very least, I want to not feel this way anymore, ever again. It's literally like, it does feel preferable that feeling nothing would be better than feeling this, right? Not feeling at all, as in being dead. How is this not worse than death? How is death not better than this? I don't see how. How is it? Is this living? Is this a life? No. He's got his fucking follower bot on there. Stupid, painful existence. It hurts constantly. Never ends, it only gets worse. I try to do things to give my life a sense of a tiny bit of meaning. And it just makes it so much worse. Do the tiniest little thing just to give life a little bit of meaning, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It makes you worse. It makes you sicker, which restricts your life even further than it already was restricted. It's like, just end it. Just end it at this point. What am I living for? Nothing. It will never get better. I don't have a point. I don't have a point. There's no logic to it. Seriously, the most logical thing to do to decrease suffering is to just die. If it never gets better and the suffering is so severe all the time, and there is no chance of improvement, why would you not just kill yourself? Seriously. It's the most logical thing to do in this situation, is to just die. What are people thinking? People are thinking, oh, don't kill yourself though. People say, oh, you got so much to live for. No, actually, people with ME/CFS have nothing to live for. They have a whole lot to die for. They have a whole lot to gain by dying. You don't have to live the terrible life anymore. You don't even exist. You just die. How is that worse? How was that worse? There's this stupid belief that people have where being alive is infinitely better than being dead, and it's just not. This is something that people who don't kill themselves and see other people do it say. Okay, you have no idea how the other person felt. No idea. You say it's bad because you see someone else killing themselves and you feel like it makes you feel sad and shit, and so they shouldn't have done it. It says nothing about the person themselves and why they decided it was the right thing to do, though, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say anything. Maybe it was the right thing to do. No, you're not allowed to say that though, are you? You're not allowed to say maybe it was the right course of action. Unless they had cancer or something and then it's socially acceptable. They actually promote it. They say you should kill yourself if you have cancer. You should. Incurable disease, disease that's going to kill you, they give you assisted death. They actually help you kill yourself instead of having to do it yourself, right? Which is fucking bullshit. They don't even help you if you got these other conditions, and then they say, oh no, it's so sad. It's not sad, actually. I don't think a person killing themselves with ME/CFS, I don't think that is sad. I think that's obviously, it sucks from other people's perspective, but maybe it was the best thing for them to do, honestly. Maybe that was the best course of action, because what kind of life could they have lived? Nothing. Nothing. They couldn't have done anything with their life. Seriously, nothing. What kind of life could they have lived? A painful, tortured existence. It's torture, okay? This is worse than torture. I hate being alive. It's so painful. I hate my stupid fucking life. I hate it so much. I hate everything about it. It's all terrible. I hate all of it. I hate it so much. God, I wish it would end. It wouldn't be sad if I killed myself, honestly. It'd be a relief. How would it be sad? It's not like anyone gives a shit in the first place, is it? The only people that even interact with me at all want me to be on these drugs that fuck me over. No one cares. Seriously. Nobody fucking cares. I've told them it makes me feel fucking terrible, and they don't give a shit. They don't fucking care at all whatsoever. They don't fucking care. I've told them all these things. I've told them all the terrible side effects, and they don't give a fucking shit. They don't give a single fucking shit about it. He doesn't care. The psychiatrist doesn't care. None of the ones I've been with give a fucking shit about it. They don't fucking care that the medication I'm on makes life fucking unbearable. Oh, how about we try another one? No, you fucking retard. How about we don't try another fucking medication? How about I go off of it and you stop fucking forcing me to take it when it's ruining my fucking life? How about you stop forcing me to take this terrible fucking medication that ruins my fucking life? That makes it fucking unbearable. It's fucking unbearable. I hate this shit. I didn't feel this way before I got put on this awful fucking medication. Every medication they've put me on has been fucking awful. It's all terrible. It's to treat something I don't even have. For issues not related to it, which I didn't need medication for in the fucking first place. It makes life fucking unbearable. This is unbearable. Makes me want to fucking kill myself. I don't want to be on any antipsychotic medication. It fucks me over so badly. It's unbearable. I can't fucking function on it. Seriously. I can't fucking function on this terrible fucking medication. I've said that over and over and over again, and they don't give a shit. They don't fucking care. Go through. Send that to the fucking support workers. Taking weeks off for some reason, who knows why. You know what the answer's gonna be? No! The answer's gonna be no! The answer's gonna be, hey, you should actually just kill yourself because that would be more likely than them ever reconsidering about you being on this fucked up medication. That's the reality. They would rather I killed myself because of how bad it got being on this fucking medication than they would me stopping taking it. That's what they would rather. That's the reality. That is literally how it is. They would rather that I killed myself than I would be allowed to stop being on this awful fucking medication. That's the reality. Literally. They would rather I killed myself than they let me go off of the medication that makes me feel fucking awful. Every single antipsychotic I've been on has been fucking awful, by the way. Every single one has been terrible. Every single one has had fucking awful side effects. That's what they're supposed to do. That's the kind of medication it is. I don't even know how they call them drugs. It should be called medical torture because that's what it does, right? The medication they give you destroys you physically and mentally, and then they call it a success. It's insane. Success to them is like, oh, it's not you haven't complained about anything. It's, oh, well, you didn't get sent to the mental hospital. That's the success. That's the success. The success to them is literally, oh, you didn't act out against your parents. That's the success, according to my psychiatrist, is I suffer and want to kill myself, but because I didn't act out against my parents, everything's good and fine, right? Just kick some countries out, bro. God, I hate being alive. I want it to end. It's just painful all the time. It's just painful. It never ends. Can't feel anything. Can't feel anything good. I just feel awful all the time. And all I get recommended is fucking helplines and stuff, like as if that's gonna help. Why would that help? I've been to the mental hospital. Why would that help? Why would the mental hospital help? Why would anything that they do be helpful aside from letting me go off of the medication that's causing the fucking problems? If you had a drug that was causing someone constant pain, wouldn't you make them go off of it? You put them on it, you keep them on it to torture them, right? That's what these psychiatrists do. They keep you on the medication to torture you with it, right? It's a form of torture. Because they don't like you, they want to torture you. That's how my psychiatrist is. He doesn't like me. He has me every session that I go in. I list off all the terrible side effects, and he says, yeah, well, we're going to keep you on it, or you have the alternative of going on to another one, which will have other terrible side effects. And he lists off all the terrible side effects it has. They don't give a shit. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he doesn't care. And they're all like that. Literally, all of them are like this. All the psychiatrists I've dealt with have been the same, minus one who was not actually my psychiatrist. Okay? But they all do the same things and think the same ways regardless. You know what the least they're going to say is? Oh, maybe we can reduce the dose a little bit. Maybe we can reduce the dose a little bit. No, I don't want the dose reduced. I want to go off of it, you fucking retard. I want to go off of it. I don't want the dose reduced. I want to fucking go off of it. It's causing me massive suffering, and I don't want to fucking be on it. It's not my fucking choice. I don't want to be on it. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. Why does it exist that they can legally force you to take drugs that are so fucking harmful when all it does is ruin your fucking life? Why are they allowed to do that? It's insane. Why the fuck are they allowed to force you to take drugs? That is the entire point of the mental illness diagnosis. They diagnose you so that they can force you to take drugs. That is the entire point. The entire point of the diagnosis is so they can keep you in the mental hospital, send you there whenever they like, and force you to take drugs. That is the entire point. I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna bargain and go, oh, maybe we'll reduce the dose. Maybe we'll reduce the dose a little bit to a more comfortable amount. A comfortable amount would be 0. It would be 0. It would be none. 0 is the good amount. How much does a normal person need? None. I don't have what you've diagnosed me with. I was off of it for 2.5 years with no fucking problems. The problem was my parents being abusive to me, and so I did something about it. Fuck off. No, I don't feel bad. Why would I feel bad if they were being abusive to me? Of course I did something about it. They pushed me over the fucking edge. They're insane. They're abusive people, and they enjoy it, and they like that I've been forced onto it. It's a punishment. That's the whole fucking point. It's a punishment. The psychiatrist knows it's a punishment. That is the whole fucking purpose of it. It's to punish people. That is the fucking point. I guarantee if he negotiates, he's going to say, how about we reduce the dose? How about you reduce it to 0? How about you reduce it to none? How about you let me taper off of it like I did myself last time when they had me on it and they didn't even have a fucking court order for it because they didn't renew it because they knew that they would lose and they didn't want to lose, so they just kept giving it to me, kept telling me to take it even though they didn't have the legal authority to be doing that. That's what happened to me. That's how these fucking psychiatrists work. Seriously. Fuck off with your laser gun. Loser. This thing is OP. I'll just take this one. I don't need a legendary. Might be a dub. Nice. Yeah, the number one thing which would obviously improve my, and I got a crown. The number one thing that would obviously improve my, how I'm feeling, is if I could go off of the medication, which would automatically make me feel better. I know it would, because it's anti-dopamine. It's all anti-dopamine. All the antipsychotics do that. They're all terrible. They all have terrible side effects. And then if I needed to, I could go, if I needed to, and I wanted to, I could go on to antidepressants. Which I can't even do when I'm on these. When I'm on the fucking antipsychotic, I can't even go on to antidepressants regardless. Which is insane. I need to use the bathroom. fucking bullshit, honestly. They don't even know what they're doing. Like, the psychiatrist literally just makes shit up. Damn, I completely missed the wave or whatever it was. Bro, why was that even up? Saw some kids slam an e-scooter, like a higher one, take the battery out and throw it around. Some fucking kids. This is what happens in New Zealand, bro. This place is such a shithole. So much trash around, honestly. Why won't he jump through? Fuck was that? How's my weight gone up again? I don't understand. I've been doing everything. I'm gonna eat the rest of that cheese. Omelette. It's only a tiny bit. At 12. Idiot. Looked like Fry from whatever it's called. I keep thinking of Adventure Time. It's not Adventure Time. What is it? Futurama, that's what it's called. I used to like Futurama. This is good enough. How are there 7 people in this tiny circle already? Someone killed a boss guy. Oh wait, there are only 3 people left. I better go for him. Where'd it go? Someone killed him. Dub. Two. That's the highest I've ever had. That's almost 12. Okay, it's 12. I'm gonna go eat that omelet. Can't this be a normal field trip? What the frizz? No way. Cruising on down Main Street, feeling right and feeling good. Man, I wish I could go back to those days. Back when I was a kid. MACFS is absolutely life-changing, bro. It's a completely different life. Like, it changes your life massively. You go from well to sick. It's absolutely different. Nothing else is comparable. I don't think anything compares to this, really. Cruising on down Main Street, feeling right and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing, wow, it's the magic school bus. Right on the magic school bus. As it goes destination. No, I don't know what it is. Something, however that goes. Whatever that is. Stupid bot. That gun is dog shit. Why was George Floyd's death such a big deal, bro? Like, you've had 2 people die to ICE people, whatever they're called, ICE officers. And there are protests, but it's not like massive. It's not like BLM was. BLM was massive, bro. Seriously. I actually had the wrong guns out. Next thing that you know, you soon. I feel so bad for my younger self, bro. Like, he couldn't have known that it was gonna get so bad. When I was a kid, I used to just love learning and love reading books and all that fun stuff. Turns out the world's actually a really shitty place. Bad stuff can happen to people who've done nothing wrong. It's worse than any punishment. I suffer way worse than like fucking rapists and murderers do. For what? For a sickness that there's no cure for, that people don't give a shit about, right? This is still the fucking, this isn't, oh, this is a different map, okay. I was gonna say, it's not still the Star Wars thing, is it? Seriously. Nice thing that you know you're seeing. That period of time seems so much nicer, bro, that early 2000s period. It was like the end of the 1990s. Back when I used to live in Dunedin, when I was like 5 years old. I still remember those times a little bit. They were really nice, aside from my mother being kind of abusive. They were really nice. Dog shit ass weapons. Why did I still have that? I dealt 77... What? No. 70... I don't know. Yeah, 77 damage. And he's got a follower bot. What a loser. You getting a follower bot, right? Who knows? Okay, maybe not. Can't rely only to the anhedonia bot. It's from the medications. When I went off of the medication, I didn't have it. When I went onto the medication, I did have it. Literally, it's the medication. Fuck off, Lifeline. It's Michael from the office. Man, he's got the whole foot. It's literally cutting my fucking head off. Bro, where is the movement? All I've got is us. Why isn't this killing him? Fuck is that? Bro, what is this shit? You're guaranteed. If they even say anything at all, they're gonna say, "Oh, how about we reduce the medication by 1 milligram or something?" They've, do you know they've already got me on a higher dose than I've ever been on, which there's actually no justification for them doing that either. They just decided to make it a really high dose, right? There's no, they don't have any justification for it. They just decided to do that, literally. It's not the dose, it's the medication. Like, the medication, the dose should be 0. It's these awful fucking drugs, I shouldn't be on them. Holy shit. Two chug jugs from one chest? You gotta be kidding me. How many cars are here? Guy's an idiot. Ah, what the fuck? 3 HP in it. That's bullshit. All that's because of the fucking storm. It does a shitty ass emote. 3 HP saved you, bro. Bullshit. I was shooting at him for way longer. Djokovic and Alcaraz. Okay, I was thinking my mic had been muted. That would be annoying. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Sent the psychiatrist's Walker that message. It'll probably lead to, how about we reduce the dose a little bit? Fucking bullshit. My life is fucking awful and I hate it. And it's to the point I want it to end. That's not something that you take lightly and go, oh, yeah, well, we're not gonna do anything about it. Why does it seem like being dead is the only option as opposed to a torturous life? Why does that seem to be the case? I'm actually really tired and I'm gonna go to bed now because I'm too tired. So, safety plan. My trigger's being alive. Being alive. Nothing helps. I just vent online. I can't cry because of the medication I'm on. Anti-dopamine stops you from crying. As far as, like, I can't cry. Literally, I can't. It's extremely rare for me. Who are the people or creatures I live for? None. No one. I don't live for anyone. I don't care about anyone, and nobody cares about me. What do I have to live for? Nothing. What are some reasons others might point out for me? Stupid bullshit that they think is meaningful because they don't understand how extremely debilitating this is and how terrible it is to live with. What can I turn to for support? Nothing. No one. Who? Nobody. Nobody. I have no one. In case of crisis, who can I call? No one. Those shitty lines, which I've actually called one time because someone recommended it to me for a practical thing because I didn't have transport and they recommended me to a fucking helpline, like a mental health helpline. And they were useless, of course. They're useless. I've contacted them before. Society is not made up, does not have the resources or the knowledge to deal with this. Tired of being alive. And strange.